Abandoned human remains and personal information scattered across a funeral home in Marietta. Tonight we have pictures that show what a photographer discovered inside the Norman Medford Payton Funeral Home and Crematory. Atlanta News First reporter Blake Devine is live outside that building. And Blake, this all started with a social media post.
Blair police say they saw someone post pictures online inside this former funeral home, and tonight this burned out building is currently taped off after officers discovered nearly 36 cremated remains and other abandoned items. A staggering sight in this funeral home and crematory caught on camera by Ben James, a traveling photographer from England who posted these pictures on social media this week after discovering a large amount of ashes.
This was so many. This is the most I've ever found. This was cupboards full.
Cremains, chemicals, credit card statements, and death certificates. All inside the Norman Medford Payton Funeral Home and Crematory in Marietta. Back in April, the building was badly burned and abandoned following a fire.
The amount of personal information that was there was quite alarming because it even had, for example, the deceased person and all their next of kin, their phone numbers, their addresses.
Thursday, several agencies searched through this burned out building as Marietta police discovered 35 boxes of cremated remains. As for James, he's the reason police searched this structure after they got a tip about his pictures posted online, which is why he's received some backlash.
They were really upset by this, and they were like, that's so disrespectful. And I thought, what am I going to do, deliver the ashes like DoorDash?
He hopes his photos allow families who have used this former funeral home to find their loved ones' remains.
The building is condemned, it's due for demolition. Hopefully the ashes will kind of go to where they need to go.
An investigator with the Georgia's Secretary of State's office met with police today. At this time, they're trying to reach out to any families who were affected. Reporting live in Marietta, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
A Fulton County